in New Orleans. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the New Orleans Saints. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. They begin on the ground with Kamara. Sheds off the tackle. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game. I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercise before this one, and they're paying off.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. The Saints had 8 and 3 now. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And Kamara's going to have a Saints first down up near midfield, spotted at the 48. Throwing on first down is Carr. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Throwing now is Carr. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Get down.
Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Kamara up the middle. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Now Carr. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Now this defense for the Lions, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And one of the key numbers that I look at after every game, total yards allowed. They held them under 200 yards of total offense. Just couldn't sustain much of anything against them. Great job showing them different looks and then attacking.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
And he'll try and throw here on the fake. Now a throw caught by one of their linemen. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Saints' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Will Lutz on for the point after. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. And you look at this Saints defense. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Demario Davis in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Hooker on 1st down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Lightning speed that time from the corner. Marshawn Lattimore getting the sack. To throw on 2nd down, here's Hooker. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And he's knocked to the turf right there at the 46-yard line. So they get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Throwing, Hooker. Escaping the pressure right. And that went off the mark, a little late with the throw.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And a fake here. Direct snap to the out man. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. And I don't know what the method is to know when to dial up a fake punt, when not to. Whatever the method there, it worked for him.
I think you actually did explain it. There is no method. It's just a feel, a sense, and a healthy dose of guts in order to call that play in that situation.
Element of surprise, I guess, right?
Yeah, element of surprise and just a strong belief in, hey, we're going to get it done.
On 2nd down, here's Gibbs. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
This now a 3rd and 4. Here's Hooker to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Lions on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Off play action. Here's Hooker. He's got his target. That's complete. And in for the Lions touchdown. Sam Laporta with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Lions are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. The tackle there by Malcolm Rodriguez. Now a 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Carr. And going deep for Hill. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Little short pass here to Hill. Powers through him, and he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
That's good for us Saints.
On play action, now Carr. His throw incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
And they'll hold him to 3 there as he takes this up to the 47. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return, and the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Hooker. And his throw is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
They're going for Hamler, but this is intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. Inside the 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way to the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy made the play. He gets the points. But it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation, time in the film room. It translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Off the option, here's Montgomery. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. They go play action. Here's Hooker. Open man is Davidson, the tight end.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that will bring up second down.
Gibbs straight ahead. That one a first down pickup of 8.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the Saints will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Blake Gillikin on to punt here as he'll send this one away.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down.
Taking it about the 36.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return.
And that will come the offense as they take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Second down and a little more than a yard here. Hooker now off play action.
It's complete to Watt.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
He's got Mr. Williams complete.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A gain of 32 that time. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by Alontae Taylor.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Alonso looked at the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
He's airing
throwing it out for Williams. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks.
There he goes, left side. Inside the 20. And he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
Dan Campbell makes the call. His guys will go for 2 here. Hooker going to try to throw for it. It's caught at the 1. And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the 2-point conversion for good measure. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your...
He's got a man complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Olave with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Teams always want to send messages. I think that was quite a statement there to start the third quarter.
Yeah, less than a minute in. Already that quick, long strike. They are setting the tone for the second half. Carr will look to throw. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third. Hooker's going to throw it. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Jamison Williams, 49 yards. And the Lions are back within a score. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And this is back to a 5-point game. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 4. Trying the left side with Kamara. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. And that's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Here's Kamara trying to run for him. And this will wind up a Saints 1st down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. The Carr's throw caught by his receiver, Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And he's going to be taken down right there at the 27-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Back to the ground, it's Kamara. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Carr going to throw. We'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a 1st down. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 56 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Carr. And my goodness, another interception. It's Brian Branch with it. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
Kamara is going backwards here, all the way back to the 5-yard line. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Here's Carr. Tries the left side and finds Olave. And he is out of bounds here. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal.
5 yards brings up 3rd.
They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. So Carr will exit stage right and on his Lutz for the Saints field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Lutz is good. And that will finish off this 3rd quarter of play. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone and shoves him off at the 20. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And remember, despite giving up the field goal, this is still a one-score game. They're in need of the touchdown and a two-point conversion. A field goal on this drive likely doesn't do them much good. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Hooker. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had a big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Steps around, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Isaiah Foskey able to run him down for a 15-yard loss, and it will be 4th down. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. This is taken at about the 14. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz just trying to get to the quarterback.
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Lee McNeil, what an effort to get in there and drop him.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now as he's on here to punt it away. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw. Hooker. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. A big play there for Detroit. And even 60 yards. 1st and goal. A touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. They'll run with Gibbs. And he is into the end zone. And the touchdown record is now all his. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They've still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. And the touchdown apparently wasn't enough. They're going to go for the onside kick here. Saints hands team able to rein this one in. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now here's a throw that's complete, and he's taken down inside the 30. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. Now Carr on the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are right back in this football game. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position. 116 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Going back to Gibbs on first down. Two minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. Here's a 2nd and 7. Now Hooker. Flushed out right. Brian Brzee in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Throwing here is Hooker. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, that means this next drive is going to start at the 3-yard line. Try to pound it in, Kamara. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Kamara trying again. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Hooker. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good, solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield goes underneath. Nice game.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed.
Just a difficult situation to be in here in the final minute. Down 2 scores. You know you need some providence from somewhere. They're going to keep firing away till the end, but this one falls incomplete.
Meanwhile, Hooker's throw there complete to Hamlin. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. Well, they need to score, and score quick. 1 timeout remaining. Final minute, 1st and 10. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Now 2nd and 4. Here's Hooker. And he'll go down at the 28. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Here's 1st down. Hooker to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it from route.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Hooker. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Well, things started off exciting this one. Had a high-scoring first half, and nobody let their foot off the gas in the second half either, Charles. And, you know, for them, a really nice victory in a high-scoring output.
You're right about that, because so many times we'll see teams come out slow and take a while to